Hey folks, Dig1280 here, and here's something I got about a year ago. I'm sure you've all seen videos of it. I mean, if you search for it, then hopefully you'll see my video at some point. This is not going to be so much of turning it around and talking about how pretty it looks. I want to show you how it works, because as the title of this video suggests, this thing is not much of a compromise, if any. Let's start at the outside, shall we? Smooth edge. Look at how high that grind is. It's got plenty of real estate to come down to a nice sharp point. You want proof? Here's proof. Wow. And that was just a couple of licks on a Lansky turn box. Which, by the way, is perfect for this thing. The 20-degree angle seems perfect for it. It's got a good design. Seems to suit most tasks. Now, I'm a bit of a steel snob, and this knife steel is only, I want to say 420C, but they must have gotten the heat treat just right, because I rarely sharpen this thing. And we got the other one. This one is more for brute force tasks, like cutting rope, cutting cardboard especially. You don't want to do that with your smooth blade. It'll destroy it. Let me show you some cardboard here. And granted, I haven't honed this in a while, so we'll see how it goes, but I'm sure it'll impress. Yeah, I mean, this is basically for what you don't want to ruin your smooth edge on. And cardboard honing works pretty good with this, where you just take a folded piece of cardboard and you go along and strop it. It's pretty easy to keep sharp. All right. Files. We got metal file / nail file. Does what it says on the label. Hacksaw. I got a little overambitious with this, so it's a little smooth, but that was my fault. Cool thing is, you got a diamond edge on this side. So if you have another knife, like let's say this venerable yet limited gentleman's tool, the Swiss Army knife, namely the Modified Explorer to Explorer Plus, which I have here. You know, you can tidy up your edges with that. Works pretty good, as always with diamond. Little drop of water, even spit. Wood saw. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I've used this to prune a tree. But I may as well show you. Now this is, I want to say this is oak, or maybe just well-seasoned pine. I don't even know. All I know is, if it can deal with dried lumber, then it can deal with green wood. So let's see how it goes. Wow. You tell me. I'm not asking you to chop down a damn tree with it, but it works. Pliers. Excellent needle nose pliers. This is a little tight at first, but it doesn't take long to loosen up a little. And with a simple ring finger pinch, very easy to manipulate. Folks, I use this thing at least 3 times a day, sometimes as many times as a dozen, and I work in construction. I don't feel I'm compromising, and I'll continue to show you why. Needle nose pliers, I've used these as a wrench. I've used this thing to fix my car. I've used this thing to yank nails the size of rail spikes out of red pine. You know, like in 100-year-old buildings. Anybody knows what I'm talking about, that stuff's pretty rough. We've got wire cutters at the top. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Then you've got a hard wire cutter. Now this can also work as a pocket for stripping. You know, small pinch, small pinch, small pinch. Nibble at the edges, and then give it a twirl about, and then off she comes, right? Okay. But one thing I discovered, especially when the delivery guy brought the wrong size nails and we had to trim them all down to the right size. Cameraman, you might want to shield your eyes.
Yeah.
Woo! Nothing wrong with it.
Wow.
That was a galvanized finish nail. I'm not exactly sure of the gauge. Here's one of the pieces of it. Nice clean cut there.
Amazing.
On the inside, that could be used as flathead screwdriver. I use it as a pry tool for paint cans. Works pretty good for that need. And I'll show you the other screwdriver bit, but this works good for a flathead screw that's really stubborn. I'll show you how to use the screwdriver function in a minute. Then we've got... Me, personally, I wear glasses. This saved my butt once or twice. Plus, you know, those annoying little children's toys with the screw in the back of the battery cover. It comes out. Flathead, Phillips. Spring-loaded friction fit. Trying to do this at an angle. Sorry, folks. All right, there we go. Another cut. Scissors. Not as big as the Swiss Army knives, but they're stronger. See how robust that is? How chunky?
Mm.
I mean, you can even use that as fingernail clippers if you like. All right, now to the other side. Can opener / bottle opener. Again, this might be the only compromise on here because, as you know, Swiss Army knife splits the two tasks. Does them both admirably. This takes the place of that method I showed a moment ago. This is a wire stripper. It'll cut it so that you can pull it. Here's a screwdriver. Two-sided. You can also get all sorts of different attachments for this. And as I was saying, to use a screwdriver, you can use it like that, or if you really need to bear down on it, give it the 90. I've abused this thing, and it keeps going. There's also a push-up lanyard loop here, or you can buy a pocket clip / lanyard loop. Goodbye, everybody.